other southpaw on the other side of the street. This is a sample for you, but I probably can do you a little earlier than that. You and Earl keep saying this, that, and third. I want to fight, but y'all calling out other fighters. Why is that? I want to fight you. I want to fight you. You feel me? If you want to fight, let me know, because I want to fight.
Keyshaen Davis calls out Framk Martin after the win over Anthony Yiggett.
Hey, yo, what up, you guys? It's your boy Boxing Fanatic, back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest and greatest content.
So, about a couple weeks ago, Earl Spence was asked a question, and Earl Spence said that he would love to see Framk Martin versus Shakur Stevenson. And someone had asked him about Keyshaen Davis, and Earl Spence replied and said that, oh, they still feeding Keyshaen Davis. You know, basically they giving him pups, like they bottle feeding him or what have you. So tonight, Keyshaen Davis, he gets rid of Anthony Yiggett, the same guy Rolly stopped. I think Rolly and Keyshaen Davis will be a good fight as well. But so Keyshaen Davis, Earl Spence, Shakur Stevenson, and Framk Martin had been going at it all on Twitter. So I guess this was like a calling out for Keyshaen Davis, but he didn't really say his name at the end of the fight. He just mentioned Earl Spence, but no one really know who he was talking about. So today, Framk Martin was on Instagram Live, and he's saying he calling out people subliminal. Basically, he wanted him to say his name. He wanted him to call him out. And being that, I guess Framk Martin, he want that fight, and Keyshaen Davis want that fight as well. Keyshaen Davis, he holds 2 belts now, secondary belts, WBC and the WBO. And I think if both of them fight, that would be a good fight. I'm taking Framk Martin in that fight. Framk Martin versus Keyshaen Davis. They got around about the same amount of fights. Keyshaen Davis probably have more experience than him. He's a silver gold medalist. But Framk Martin is no amateur at this game, at this level right now. And I know there's levels to it, but Framk Martin, in my honest opinion, is the better fighter out of the both. But Earl Spence need to make that fight happen on his undercard with Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford, June 17th. Framk Martin need to be on that undercard. Earl Spence need to set that up. And I think if they do fight, man, I think Framk Martin gonna humble Keyshaen Davis. Even Shakur Stevenson say, yeah, he talk a lot of poop or whatever. But I mean, that's just him. I think he just real brash. I guess he trying to show what he's made of, and he does that in the ring. But he doing it against people that he can get rid of. But it's not his fault. It's the matchmakers that Bob Arum putting in front of him. Now, being that him and Shakur Stevenson, they up under the same, I don't want to say the same tutelage, but Keyshaen Davis has those 2 belts, and Shakur Stevenson, they buddies. I don't even know if they'll fight each other. I don't even know if Bob Arum would make that fight right now at this point. I don't even think Bob Arum would throw him in with Framk Martin right now. That's just my honest opinion. But we would love to see Framk Martin versus Keyshaen Davis. That would be a tough fight, a big fight on the Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford, June 17th in Las Vegas. A lot of people, man, that would be, even with, that can be the opener. Keyshaen Davis versus Framk Martin. And then you got Keith Thurman versus Jerron Boots Ennis on the co-main. And then you got Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford on the main event. You talking about that's going to sell out? Man, that would be bigger than Ryan Garcia versus Tank fight right now. And OC's going for 50K and probably even better than that. Man, they got to make this fight happen. That's a must-see, must-TV. Oh, man. They got to make that fight happen. Keyshaen David versus Framk Martin. It's going down. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, all right?
A few
One love,
moments
one life.
later.
I'm out. Peace.
If you enjoy content like this and you want to see more,